Well, hi there, everybody. Good morning. Meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Friday morning. Some of you may wake up and notice this morning that it's a little smoky out there. Where is that smoke coming from? Well, there are some big wildfires ongoing in very rural areas of central Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Manitoba being here, Saskatchewan being here. Once I move my arrow up, you can't see it. It disappears on me, so I can't go all the way up. It's underneath our banner, basically, in those central parts of those two provinces up in Canada. Well, all those wildfires, you get them all the time. A lot of them are pretty natural. Every once in a while, though, they do affect some communities. We saw this, I think it was last summer in Jasper, Alberta. They saw that. But anyway, all of that smoke, it's hard to get to these wildfires sometimes. All that smoke is pouring southeastward into these areas here. And then the wind direction, there's high pressure right here. So the wind, so it's counterclockwise rotation, so it moves it back into our area here. So we've got that smoke. Well, as that high eventually moves to the east, we will see the smoke start to clear out in the days ahead. But today could be kind of a smoky day for some of us out there. Notice how we get into tomorrow, less smoke as it starts to clear out just a little bit here. So hopefully things will get a little bit better. But because of what we have, and these aren't issued by the National Weather Service, they do relay them out though, and not all states do these either. So air quality alerts are out eastern half of Nebraska and into Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin. South Dakota, I don't believe, and neither does North Dakota, I don't think they put out these air quality alerts because, again, they're issued by a state-by-state basis and not all states do them. And I don't think Kansas does either, even though I think we're still seeing some smoky conditions here as well. So it's a weird map to show just because it doesn't match from state to state. But, again, for the eastern half of Nebraska, air quality alert out until 5 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see if it maybe gets extended out, especially for eastern Nebraska, if the smoke tries to stick around tonight and tomorrow. But otherwise, the other weather story, the cool weather continuing. Clouds around, a little more sun in eastern areas, although shrouded by smoke a little bit. And we've got a couple of showers here this morning. Most of it, actually, as of the time of this recording, is right in this area here, kind of between Highway 83 and Highway 183. So a couple of showers and isolated thunderstorms will still stick around this morning, less of a chance this afternoon as some sun comes out as the day wears on. Breeziest winds over western Nebraska, lighter winds to the east. As we get into tonight, as we've been seeing a lot recently, and this is pretty typical in the summertime, storms develop off the Rockies. They push eastward into the nighttime hours. Thunderstorms could be strongest out here, and then they will weaken as they push eastward, but we may see a few showers lingering into tomorrow morning over central and maybe even eastern areas, but especially central areas. I think tomorrow brings us a better chance of a little more sunshine though. So it should be a little warmer for your Saturday. Once again, turning to the west as we get into tomorrow evening, to late afternoon tomorrow evening. New storms firing up. Those will push eastward, once again weakening later in the night, but some showers and isolated thunderstorms hold together into early Sunday morning. So we could see some rain around to start off our Sunday. Another round could develop Sunday afternoon evening. This time it's maybe a better chance of it developing a little earlier though, instead of not coming through until the nighttime hours. We may see some by Sunday afternoon in some locations. Now, severe weather-wise, best chances are going to be out west. The Panhandle of Nebraska, slight risk of severe weather extends out into western parts of some of these counties here, but then notice how these will weaken as they push eastward here. So certainly the best chance of severe weather here. Wind and hail, your primary threats. Isolated tornado can't be ruled out in the Panhandle. Tomorrow, once again, the focus is to the west. Best chance of severe weather there. And then as they push eastward, they will weaken later in the night. Once again on Sunday, the best chance of severe weather over western portions of the area. A marginal risk of severe storms there. They will weaken as they push eastward. All right, let's take a look at temperatures for today. Today could be the coolest day for the majority of us. Highs only in the 70s this afternoon. A lot of it because of clouds, plus we still got that cool air mass in place. We're going to top out in the low 70s around Mullen and Merriman. Low and mid 70s for most of northern areas. Only 72 today, Broken Bow. 75 Ord, 74 Burwell. Southwestern area is still probably the warmest, but that said, some may not even get to 80, maybe 80 around Benkelman and Phillipsburg, Kansas, but mostly mid to upper 70s today. A couple of hit or miss showers this morning, and then storm chance tonight. Southeast areas, mostly mid 60s, maybe a few, mid 70s, maybe a few upper 70s out there for this afternoon. And then northeastern areas, mid 70s for the most part this afternoon. So again, on the cooler side for today. Tonight, As long as the smoke can clear out, it's an open the windows kind of a night, other than maybe dodging a few showers. Mid to upper 50s and lower 60s. A very pleasant night. The dew points are lower, so it's not as muggy out there. Nice temperatures ahead to start off your Saturday. Saturday afternoon, a little warmer out there. I think we see a little more sunshine. Upper 70s, low to mid 80s. Notice out west, that warmth starting to creep in. It's going to start to spread eastward next week. Saturday night into Sunday morning, upper 50s, lower 60s. Sunday, maybe a small step down temperature-wise, especially in the eastern half of the area with more clouds and the showers around. We're talking 70s here. Still some low and mid 80s out towards the west. Sunday night, not bad, upper 50s, low 60s. Now we start to warm up beginning on Monday. Not super warm, but back to the 80s for most of us. Warmest temperatures out west. That heat's going to start to spread eastward and build eastward as we go through the week ahead. The humidity is going to start to climb as well next week. Let's take a look at the long-range forecast. Again, small chance of rain this morning for the Tri-Cities. Next chance comes late tonight into tomorrow morning. More sun tomorrow, a little warmer. Storms returning late Saturday night and into Sunday morning. Another round late Sunday into Sunday night. And then with the clouds around on Sunday, a little cooler there. Monday, small chance of storms early, mostly dry. Little warmer. Small chance of storms Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning. All of those before sunrise for the most part. We will see a warming trend though. Back to the low 90s by Thursday. More sunshine, more humidity during that time frame. So we're going to warm up, a little more heat building at the end of next week around Thursday and Friday. And then a cold front comes through over the weekend that will drop back our temperatures through the weekend, next weekend. North Platte, nice and comfortable today. Couple of showers around this morning, a 40% chance coming this evening, maybe lingering past midnight. Next chance comes tomorrow night, another round late Sunday into Sunday night. Not as cool over the weekend, lower 80s, and then those temperatures budge upwards Monday. Small chance of storms Monday evening. After that, mostly dry weather Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, more sunshine, heat building, and the hottest days will be on Thursday and Friday. And just like the Tri-Cities, here comes the next cold front. Next weekend, we'll see those temperatures start to come back down a little bit. But it does look like in the long range, next Friday through the following Thursday, mostly above average across the country. We'll see what comes with that cold front that dives southward, though that might try to bring a little bit of a cool down next weekend. Looking at near average precipitation, there still are some chances. Better chances will be off to our east, though. It does look like basically you've got a big ridge of high pressure right there. So you get these storm chances that kind of dive south there, the storm chances lifting north there. That's kind of the way the weather pattern looks to shape up in that long-term part of the forecast. So look at the European model. Again, small chance of rain this morning. Next chance comes tonight out west, spreading eastward later in the night, but they'll weaken as they do so. Another round developing out west tomorrow night, spreading eastward into Sunday morning. Another round Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. And then notice our chances start to spread more east next week. It's eastern Nebraska with the better chances. Western Nebraska, lower chances. And then there comes our cold front next weekend, right there. GFS, small chance this morning. Next chance comes later today and into tonight out west, pushing east later in the night, but weakening as they do. So another round coming late Saturday night to Sunday morning. Another round Sunday afternoon into Sunday night. That's probably our best chance right there. Still a chance on Monday night into Tuesday morning. And then other chances mainly at night. Focus more to the east than they will be to the west, though. And then there's our cold front right there. That'll cool us back into the weekend and early next week. Or early the following week, I should say. Looking at the temperature trends, you'll see this here. So again, cool today. Not warming up too much this weekend. Then here comes the warmth building in as we go through next week. The big heat coming by the end of next week on Thursday and Friday. Then here comes that next shot of cooler air. Europeans not very aggressive with the cool air. The GFS is more aggressive though. Here's the cool air over us today. Not getting much warmer tomorrow or Sunday. But then we will start to see that warmth build in as the week goes on next week. The warmest days are on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then here comes the next big shot of cooler air next weekend. That'll be nice to get. Once again, as we get towards the 9th, 10th, 11th of the month of August. So she'll cool back a little bit. All right, that's all I have for you for today. I hope you have a good Friday. Enjoy the cool temperatures sticking around for a few more days here before that warmth comes back in next week. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you all again on Monday. Take care and God bless. Bye.